7:37, we'll call the meeting back to order and resume discussion and possible action on Reading Sports Staff Association contract. Is there a motion for the board to ratify the tentative agreement between the Reading Sports Staff Association and the Reading Board of Education for the 4-year period beginning July 1st, 2023, to authorize the chair to sign those terms? Motion. Mike, is there a second? Sharad, any discussion? Hearing none, we'll look for the question, starting with Mr. Shanahan.
Yes.
Room in favor. Motion carried unanimously 7-0. Thank you, everybody. And that brings us back around to item 5, which is administrative reports. Back to Mr. Potter.
So at the end of your packet, you will see that there is an employee benefits account report. It's on the very last page, but I also have an additional one if you like it. So we went back to more of went back a little bit to more of an original design idea for this. And as you can see, our claims are trending a little bit higher for the month of October. We don't obviously have November's yet, but we're still in really good shape with our healthcare report. Our budget object summary. Does anybody have any questions about this or any sort of suggestions? And then for our budget object summary, I am waiting to give you an update where all of the salaries are encumbered so that you can take a look at that, and I don't have that for you yet. So that will come next month, and then we're also working on building all of the budget sheets for next year as well. And so that went out to our staff in both schools. We changed up the format a little bit for this coming year so that there's a little bit more of there's even more technology enhancements to really help that process go really smoothly at the school and administrative level. And I think that the end result will be even better for that. So all in all, we are in good shape for the beginning of the year.
Thank you.
No additional material. That is correct. All right. That concludes the administrative reports and the discussion of possible action, which brings us to the final board member comment of the evening. Is there any additional board member comments?
Sure. I want to say a big thank you to our departing board members. It was last night and this evening. Mike, Chris, Steph, John on the phone. Thank you guys.
Yes, John.
Well, yeah, she's not the one sitting next to me. But thank you guys for the last 8, 6, 4, 2 years. Chris, extra special thank you for your leadership on the board. I really appreciate it, and I think I speak for everyone. Thank you.
Can I say something? Yeah. Yes, I am not obviously not a board member, but on behalf of yes, I can. On behalf of the administration, our staff, students, family, community members, we also want to extend our gratitude to our departing Board of Education members. The greatest gift you can give is your time, and that's something that you've generously given over the past 8, 6, 4, 2 years. And so on behalf of the administration, we are delighted to give you these small gifts, which are apples. There we go. Thank you. Thank you very much. And John, we have one for you, so you're not going to miss out. There's only good one for Stan. we do have extras. And those are two. Oh yes, and okay, thank you. So Stephanie, thank you very much.
Thank you.
John, keep yours under wraps. Fine, congratulations. Yes. And finally, Mr. Parkin, thank you for being distinguished board member and board chair. Oh. Now, I think we should just get a photo.
Yeah,
commemorate this, maybe with your hinge on the screen, I can put him on the screen.
That's great.
I think the whole board.
Yeah, whole board
also-
has it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, so, let's do it over there and.
Do I carry it around?
He sends me a picture.
Are you really gonna hold that?
Should.
This is better. This is a mountain in front of us.
Okay. Yeah, just hold on one sec, John. Just keep doing that. Don't move.
Look at the fireworks.
Oh my gosh, the fireworks. Okay, keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, I know, really.
All right, everyone. has
I need to hold up a number.
There we go. There we go. Very nice.
Okay, now wanna get in there?
Do you want to get in the middle?
Oh, no.
Okay. You could hold the laptop. Yeah,
Stephanie, you want to get in?
yeah. Yeah.
See, John can't even see what's going on. He's just smiling.
Yeah.
Great, beautiful.
John, do you know?
We got, yeah,
John,
can
do you know
we
who Matt's
put
head
Sarah
is?
in it too? Yeah, one with Sarah. Mike, will you take one with?
I'll take a picture. No, let me take a picture with Jason.
Okay, that's, I want Sarah in it.
You know?
Yeah.
What? Max
Max
headroom?
headroom?
Yeah,
What?
yeah, she probably doesn't. Max headroom? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all right.
Buying the TV.
Yeah, we got him on TV. Thank you.
Photographers say something.
Yeah.
Quietest photographer ever.
John back.
What?
I said, maybe we should have adjourned before we.
I know.
All right, so that was all live streamed.
Okay, that's great.
I just say it's been an honor to serve with my colleagues in the board. I've enjoyed working alongside you, and I've learned a lot from this experience. It's been an honor to serve or to represent the residents of Reading, and to serve alongside and work with the members of this administration. I really feel like, it's the end of a long 8 years for me. But I feel like I'm leaving when the entire situation is in a pretty good spot. Great leadership at central office, lots of positive changes in leadership over the years. One unfinished product or a project in that, I'm hoping that you can get those students back to where they were pre-COVID. I know that's a big priority. You're going to be watching from the peanut gallery here as you do that. But it's been a real honor to serve with you, and I wish the board members that are staying great luck in your future work. Yeah.
I'm gonna echo a lot of what Mike said. I think it's been a long 6 years, coming to meetings and before that, and it feels like there is some peace here, in as much as our educational community is moving in a direction that is clear, cohesive, understood, and agreed upon, in a way that I don't think has been the case in the 10 or so years that I've been paying attention to what goes on here. And I think that's really valuable and give me peace stepping away from this board, knowing that it is in good hands. I was having conversations last week with folks who are going to be coming onto this board and trying to prepare them for what I think is somewhat unpreparable, of the difference between sitting out there and sort of observing what goes on and sitting here and being confronted head on with questions about what are your priorities? How will you handle this? How will you solve questions when you have constituents on both sides of an issue that both have fair arguments? And I was reflecting back on how many of the folks who are joining this board, and the board that is gonna consist of in the next month or so, is gonna be largely folks who are relatively new to town. And I think there are pros and cons to that. I think that, you know, Mike and I in particular go back a while with this stuff. And we have a long understanding and history of the issues and problems that we've collectively worked through. But I think that also brings a certain measure of baggage to how we see things going forward. And so I think that we're gonna have new board members here who don't know what an MBR is and don't know probably Tom McMorrin from Tom Jones. And maybe that's good, because that's going to give them clear eyes, clear ideas, and an ability to partner with Jason and the current administration to continue moving forward and not dwell in the past. And I think that a future board that partners with Jason and with Sarah and with Stephanie and with Mike and the rest of the team has the potential to do very good things to continue moving this district forward. And so, you know, I got involved in this stuff at a very contentious time. It felt like I was thrown into this in a contentious way. And it has been at times an enormous challenge and at times an enormous joy. Countless hours talking to more superintendents than I would have liked to do. Working with more administrators than I can count at this point, for better or for worse. I think a month from now, Stephanie's probably the only person at this table who's gonna know what a minimum budget requirement is, or is going to remember what it was like when we were having conversations about how to make changes in the middle school with Diane Martin. But it is gratifying work in as much as it is enormously rewarding to see time and energy put into making a place better and hiring people who can help steer what is, I still believe, sort of the jewel of this town. When people say, what is Reading? I say it's trees and schools. And it's not entirely false. We have an obligation to our students. I believe in public education. I believe in the value of what we do here. And whether I'm sitting here or I'm not sitting here, I will always be supportive of the work that gets done here and the work that these schools do for the students here. So I'm grateful to the community for giving me this opportunity and for the many board members and administrators who have joined me in the work over the years. Any additional board member comment? If not, we'll ask Mr. Hoffman to move to adjourn the meeting.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Is there a second? Laura, and absent objection, the meeting of the Reading Board of Education is adjourned at 7:50 p.m.